back to another video, gentlemen. First things first. Sensational. So the title of today's video is, if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Before I dive into the video, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. I appreciate all of you guys that have been leaving me consistent likes and comments. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you're new here, my name is Ali, I'm 26. I make self-improvement videos specifically for men. We cover things such as how to improve your confidence, your charisma, your communication, your self-esteem, your fitness, and overall how to be a better man. So if you like the channel, please be sure to subscribe. So if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. It's a saying a lot of us have heard before. And when you were young, you know that there are a lot of scams out there, but you're very naive. Right? Because you really want to make some money and you want to make it fast and you want to make it at a young age. So you come across these sophisticated opportunities, an investment of a lifetime, and you're like, wow, so what you're telling me is I can make this much in 30 days, in 90 days. So if I just put this much in, it will compound for me every day and I don't have to do nothing. Okay, take my money. You're stupid. I mean, there are good ways of making money out there that are not easy, that are fucking not easy. I'm going to make this very clear, such as day trading forex. It's not easy. There's a lot of influencers on Instagram that make it sound so simplistic. Oh, you can make 1,000 a day within your first... No, it takes time. I'm a day trader, I trade forex. I fucking know it takes time. It's not easy. So you got to give yourself the time to learn something like that. Okay, but then there's people out there that know that most people aren't really going to be patient enough, for example, to learn how to become a day trader. So they come up with these get-rich-quick, passive income, hands-free business models, which are just complete bollocks, man. They are. Because first of all, you want to teach young men to struggle. You want to teach men to earn every penny. Now, don't get me wrong, we live in a time where there's an abundance of opportunities and there are smarter ways of making money than 50 years ago. You don't have to be in a fucking factory lifting heavy shit. I agree with you. However, selling this hands-free, passive, you don't do nothing, 3% a day, 1% a day, it's bullshit. It's bullshit, and you have to be able to spot these scams. I mean, right now I get pitched all the time. Oh, so many different opportunities, and now I smile because I can spot them from a mile away. I can smell them coming. Oh, a scam's on the way. You know, when someone hits me up, I'm like, yeah, I know what this is. Anything that includes the word passive or the phrase hands-free, I just know, yeah, this is going to be one heck of a scam. And I'm jealous. I wasn't the one that came up with it. You know what I mean? Because the amount of people that fall for it, it makes you think, hang on a second, I could really start something here and fucking scam a load of people. Obviously I won't, but there's so many stupid people out there that fall for them, it makes me think, hang on, I'm in the wrong business here. I should be in the fucking scamming business. Someone's going to really screen record this in the future and be like, there is a scammer on YouTube. I'm not actually going to do it, guys. Okay, I don't need your fucking money. Alright? But a lot of young guys, including myself, young Ali, fall for these kind of scams. Because I was so hungry for money at a young age. And a lot of them are marketed very well. They're really sold to you. You know, the sophisticated marketing videos, maybe even physical locations that you go to and you're like, wow, this is professional. But the people behind it know what they're doing. And they always target, most of the time, young folks. Because they know that young folks haven't had much life experience. They don't know how to spot these things. And they're very naive and ignorant. And so they sell it to those, you know, those young folks, and they fall for it. Alright? Guys, I'm going to tell you this, man. If you're between the ages of 16 to 25, don't fall for these fucking scams. If something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. I'm being honest with you. I know there's an abundance of ways to make money. There's NFTs, and you could potentially put £100 in crypto and make 50,000 if you get lucky. But come on, those don't happen very often, shall I say. You could get lucky, but it's not a thing that happens every day. Otherwise, everyone would be fucking rich. Alright, so I do agree with you. You can make a shit ton of money from crypto. It's no longer the fucking Stone Age, right? But people that come to you to market an easy lifestyle, first of all, they're coming to you because they want you for something. They know they're going to make money off you. So they come to you, and then they come to your friends, and I don't rate it, man. I used to be, like, I'll be honest with you guys, I used to be in network marketing. Okay, I did. And there are pros and cons to that industry. Pros in terms of you learn how to speak and sell and stuff like that. But then there is a dark side to it, a very shady side to it. A side that manipulates people, that takes advantage of people. And not every company is necessarily as bad as the next. But in general, I just don't appreciate that business model. Looking back at it right now, I probably shouldn't have been involved. Or I shouldn't have been involved, if I say, because it's just not a healthy business model. And it's not one that's sustainable in the long run. But a lot of young guys, they one of their friends approaches them, and they always like talk about someone that they know that's making a shit ton of money. Oh, this guy I know, 100 grand a month, and they try and get you that way. Oh, he's making 100k a month. You know what? We better get in this, bro. Okay, he may potentially be making 100 grand a month. Potentially, I say, because anyone can fucking lie about shit. People can fake fucking pay slips, everything, man. You don't know if that car is his, he owns it, or is it borrowed. I mean, there's so many different things you gotta analyze in your mind. But okay, even if he was, that's him, that's one person. What are the majority of people earning? You see, listen guys, the point of this video is this. I don't want you, especially if you're young, to go through the first 5, 10 years of your adult life falling for these bullshit scams and waste of time. I want you to discover your gift. Okay, discover what you're good at, what comes naturally to you. You might be thinking, Ali, I have no fucking idea, man. What do you mean? Well, you gotta go out there and try things out. Not these scams, but as in find a legitimate business model. For example, day trading, it's not a scam. It's a legitimate business model. It just takes years to get to a competent level. Because you can't just click your fingers and boom, you're a successful day trader. You can't do that. And I also do believe that selling on Amazon and stuff, drop shipping, I mean, they are also a legitimate way of making money. Obviously, you've got to do your own research and stuff. But even that takes quite a few years to really get going. Things take time. Now at this age, I have a 10-year mindset. I don't think in terms of, the next 90 days I can, 10 years. 10 years. Because that's how you should think. Most men enter their financial stride in their 40s. It doesn't mean you can't do it sooner. I recommend that you do it sooner. Get as rich as you can, as young as you can. But don't try and take shortcuts. Akala, the rapper Akala, he says, take shortcuts, get cut short. Ooh, that lyricism. And that's true, man. If you take a shortcut, boom, something will happen. You'll lose 10 grand, 20 grand, reputation down the drain. And that's another thing. You get involved in the wrong bullshit, you start getting your friends in some hypey scam, and then they lose money. Reputation. People will be like, I don't want to do business with this guy anymore. So be careful of that, man. It's not just financial damage that you can incur, it's also reputational damage. Alright? Guys, discover your gift. Brainstorm. Think about what comes naturally to you. Ask people around you. What do you think when you see me? What do you think comes natural to me? People will tell you. If they're good friends and they're honest with you, they'll tell you, what? I like the way you can make other people laugh. You've got just a natural ability to make people laugh. Why don't you make videos, comedy videos? I mean, there's so many ways to grow now. Content creation is a huge way of really monetizing who the fuck you are. I think it's a fantastic way to put yourself out there, grow a brand, maybe eventually sell some merchandise. That's legit. And it takes fucking effort and a long time. But trying to find a scam 30 days, how can I get rich in 30 days? If I put 1,000 in, you're telling me I can make 10,000. And you get excited. Come on, man. Be more mature than that. I made the fucking mistake myself of being involved in some bullshit scams. I say scams. Probably two scams. Lost some money. And then I promised myself I would never get involved in anything like that again. Ever. I will take the slow way of working on my gift. And I say slow, it could happen a lot sooner than you think. And I'm not saying it in a very pessimistic way. I'm just realistic. Okay, but I know that, for example, in the world of content creating, you could create content and things could be growing at a steady pace, and then at some point, boom, everything takes off. You get 100,000 subscribers from 2 or 3 videos, and then everything just takes off. So it can happen. You can have a compound, accelerated growth instead of just a normal linear growth. It can happen. But people that come to you and say, oh yeah, you can just take a step back. I'm not interested. You will get money, guys. You just got to be patient. And I know not everybody wants to be rich. Some of you guys just want to make 6, 7 grand a month, and that for you is a great life. And you know what? Fair fucking play, because it is a lot of money. It is. When you get involved with certain schemes and stuff, and you hear people throwing around 30, 40, 50k, sometimes you don't respect 5, 6k. They start to sound like peanuts to you. And maybe your ambition is huge, and so that doesn't sound like a lot to you. But for the average person who is currently making 2 or 3 grand, 5, 6 grand seems phenomenal. Now, I know this channel isn't for people that want to be average. So we have big dreams and ambition. We want to go out there and become as successful as we can be. We want to aim for 6 figures minimum. Okay, 20k a month, 30k a month. We want to go above and beyond. And I said this in one of my last videos. The reason why I think you should all pursue being a millionaire is because of this. Jim Rohn, one of the world's greatest ever motivational speakers and personal development coaches, said, set a goal to be a millionaire for what it will make of you to achieve it. Because in the process of you learning how to become a millionaire, you are becoming a much more valuable individual. And if you don't want the money, give it away, as he says. Alright? So definitely aim to be as financially successful as you can. But hey, if 7, 8 grand, 9 grand a month, 10 grand a month, if that's what makes you happy, by all means, great, man. As long as you're doing something that you enjoy doing. What I don't want for you guys is to wake up every day hating what you're doing. That is not a good life. And I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Repeating that same cycle, getting up, getting dressed, going to work, being around people you don't like being around, waiting for the clock to fucking hit 5 or half 5 or 6, and then getting out, and then repeating the same cycle for 40 years. I wouldn't wish that on you guys. So I want you to discover your gift. Find what excites you. What makes you want to get out of bed every morning. Find that. It may take you a while to find it. Believe me, when it does come to you, pursue it with everything that you've got. Alright guys, hopefully this video helps you. I think this is a very important topic. I haven't really seen people on YouTube talk about it. So if you do like this video, please hit that like button. Share it with your friends as well. Maybe you got one of your friends who's just always falling for scams and shit. Send them this video or send her this video. Be like, hey, come on man, what are you doing? Every fucking 30 days you're doing something new. You're falling for one of these typical scams. And you know, just before I go, it's funny because a lot of these scams have poor editing, like in the posters that they put online, or I see some people promoting something on Instagram and the poster is just shit. I'm like, come on man, if you want to scam me, do a better job. You know, I'll edit it for you and then you can scam me. You know, like, come on man. But yeah, hopefully you like this video guys. If you do, like and subscribe down below. I'll catch you soon. Peace.